It is so cold in my basement. It has not caught up. It is not caught up to the 40 degrees or 30 degrees that it made it up to outside. It is freezing.
It got downright nice this afternoon. We got to the bar that we were going to, and my grandpa was like, "Do you guys want to sit outside?" And he was joking, but I was like, "You know what? I kind of do."
It's not that bad.
It's not
After this
that
past
bad.
week.
My kid would have complained the whole time, so I'm glad we didn't actually do it.
Oh yeah, kids are the worst. Kids are the absolute worst. I've had to threaten to take away Cooper's birthday party so many times today.
Well, so David, don't threaten things that you won't actually take away.
Dude, the way she's been acting, it was damn close to happening.
All right, fair enough.
Damn close to happening.
It must be pretty bad. Shit that you won't actually remove.
I'll put it this way: I was staying in her door frame, whatever, like just like standing there, like 1 foot in her bedroom, 1 foot out, just like looking at her, looking at the staircase. I'm like, I don't know what to do right now. I am so just like, irritated. So I went downstairs, took a breather, came upstairs. We had a calm conversation.
Yeah,
and I let her know. I let her know that I don't want to take her birthday party away, but it's on the table. It is on the. She needs to go back to school. She just needs to be back around her kids, around her friends, and everything. Being at home with us. Well, and the problem is we're working. If we didn't have our jobs right now, it'd be a different situation.
Sure.
But anyhow,
yeah.
Different situations. By the way, ECU scored a touchdown. Coastal is now down by 17. So
looking like a 3-4 bowl season.
Which was a hot start for the Sun Belt Conference, and all the little Sun Belt nerds were like all getting excited and everything. And I'm like, haha, this conference sucks. Y'all suck.
Did all the new teams win? They did, didn't they?
Of course.
They did.
Yeah.
What all you mean just Marshall and Southern Miss because
ODU is hot garbage and JMU is hot garbage.
Yeah, hotter garbage.
For different reasons.
Yeah. Yeah, I fucking hate JMU. They're a bunch of fucking pieces of shit.
I'm actually a big fan.
Yeah, you just like purple?
Yeah. We need you to start reading some of the Facebook groups. You'll change your mind.
Oh no, I don't judge people on their social media presence.
Their social media presence is just an average everyday conversation with a TDS fan. They're
I was
horrible.
gonna say because I would actually hate Georgia State probably if I just judged it on that.
Oof.
Really?
I mean, I'm an asshole on social media about Georgia State.
I'm not. I'm real. Although I make fun of I take every advantage I possibly can to make fun of the
every
TDS people.
It's funny though. In my head, I while I was running for statewide office, I was like, I don't want to alienate Georgia Southern people, and then I was like, you know what? I don't care.
I don't need their votes.
They're the deplorables.
Well, it is funny because a lot of them probably would listen to what I was saying and be like, yeah, you know what? That sounds good. But I was just like, fuck it.
And then at the end, you're like, but just one thing, fuck Southern.
Exactly.
I mean, here's the deal. If I don't get a Southern vote, then
that's when you're running for statewide office, just make your slogan "Hail State."
As a libertarian, that's rough.
Right? Rough. I know, right? Yeah, it wouldn't probably go over very well with libertarians.
It's funny because I have gotten shit in my bio. I have hashtag light it blue. And I've gotten shit from people being like, "Oh, what? So you're a Democrat?" And I'm like, "No, I'm a Georgia State fan." Come on, we light it blue.
Well, all right, so I guess Georgia State needs to figure out a way to incorporate the red line, the red underline, hashtag red line, hashtag red underline, so that way you can put that in there as well. And so all right, well, light it blue and red underline. You're covering both bases of the major parties.
Well, and if people are confused, they're like, "Oh, do you just love firefighters?" I'm like, "Well, I do. Yeah, firefighters are cool."
Who doesn't love firefighters?
Yeah, everyone likes firefighters.
Yeah, especially women. They love those chiseled chest firefighter dudes.
No, all of us love firefighters.
They're suspenders.
They're great. They're freaking heroes.
They are heroes. I wouldn't want to do that job.
They go save lives.
I don't know if you guys remember this. This is Tim. This is probably before you moved to Georgia, and Ryan. Obviously, you were here, but there was like right when I moved here, like 91, maybe 92, and there was some like big fire or something at some construction thing in Buckhead or downtown or midtown or something like that. And there was this one construction guy. I guess it was the crane operator at the top of the crane, all the way up at the top of the. He was stuck, right? And it's like the fire's coming up, and he's kind of walking around this crane, like you're trying to avoid smoke inhalation so he doesn't fall out or whatever. So this one firefighter gets onto this helicopter, and he gets the vest on him, hooks up the chain and shit, and they drop him down, and he goes down, and he gets the guy and carries it. The helicopter flies out and carries him out. And this guy was celebrated. He was an Atlanta hero for saving this guy's life. And the guy gets interviewed like a week later, or probably immediately afterwards. But like it was like an interview that came out a week later, and he was like, "There was 9 of us that were suiting up. I just got the jacket on first. That's why I was there. I'm no better than any other firefighter out here. I was just the fastest.
Well, yeah, you are, because you were faster at suiting up.
That's what it was, exactly. Which means he's probably like my kids, and just was the one that elbowed the guy in the face to get to the little box of jackets first or whatever. But then he turned it into a political statement afterwards and tried to get it to be like to get a raise for all firefighters. His celebrity status was used to get a raise for firefighters. Not first responders, just firefighters or anything. But yeah, I don't know what my point of that story was, but I remember that from early on.
I feel like I remember seeing it from like Florida.
When did you move to Georgia? What year? I know I've asked you this a zillion times, but what year did you move to Georgia?
May of 2003. No.
Okay.
2000. May of 2000. Sorry. I was in Georgia though for a brief period.
I feel like 2000 is an easy year to know where you were. You know where you were in 2000. You're either like you know where you were before 9/11 and where you were after 9/11.
I was already coming up to Atlanta, checking it out before then, but actually moving May of 2000. Yeah. Maymester, man. I signed up for 3 courses and everyone thought I was crazy.
I did 3 courses at Maymester as well.
I don't know. I had no clue. I had no clue what I was doing. And they were like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "I don't know."
I had a full-time job.
To do.
I had a full-time job and did Maymester.
It was fun. I mean, it was intense.
I went on an interview during the middle of it. My boss got so mad at me.
Did you?
He's like, I gave you 3 weeks to finish off your degree, and you go take an interview with somebody else. And I'm like, they were offering like 20 grand more than you pay me.
Take it.
I did not get the job, by the way.
I will say the Facebook groups, the ones that post about JMU incessantly. I don't know if a JMU fan posted it, but they compared the Southern mascot to the seagulls from.
I saw that
Nemo.
It's a really bad mascot.
And it's close.
Yeah,
that was that was posted in our Patreon group. Somebody or not somebody, I know Prue did it in there. But yeah, the same thing. And yeah, I never noticed it before, but yep.
It's fucking close. Yep.
So we got to find a way.
So they should all just say trash all over the place.
Trash. Oh. What's his name? Gus.
Yeah,
Gus is his name. Yeah, a fucking stupid name. Fucking stupid school. Hate that place. So we also have. I was gonna put it. I didn't write it down, but I was listing the Saturday tailgates for basketball, and we also have Trash Down South as a Thursday game. That's got to be a tailgate.
It's a tailgate.
Yeah, I got to get there early for that one. That one is I didn't write it down, but yeah, we'll do that.
Figure it out. Yeah.
Oh, I think
you got to bring the Blackstone a couple.
It's still in the back of the truck.
Well, we got to get some ground beef in.
I probably need to clean it thoroughly as well.
Hey, on the ground beef front,
look at all that seasoning.
A grinder for Christmas, a meat grinder.
Oh, you got a grinder.
So,
nice.
Yeah. So I'm excited. I'm gonna try to do a little ground beef action, a little sausage action. You know.
Tell me more about the sausage you're doing.
You want to know about sausage action?
I want about your sausage action. What kind of sausage action are you into?
Well, I'm going to let everyone down. I'll tell you that right now.
Stuff
really thin,
casing,
really small.
Casing is like his. By the way, East Carolina is on the 8-yard line, about to score. So, yeah.
They don't have what's his face, right?
Never mind. It looks like East Carolina got the ball back. Oh no, got pushed back. East Carolina. I don't know. I can't read Gamecast. It's too hard to read. It's like it's a computer. Oh nope. Oh, is that a touchdown? Something just happened.
I think
what happened? Holton
45-21.
pass complete to CJ Johnson, 50 yards for a touchdown. So now it's 45-21.
Nice.
Fuck Coastal.
What's his face is gone, right? McCall, or is he playing?
I think he's playing this game, right? He entered the portal, but is he playing this game?
I think typically they would not play. You would not play in the game if you.
Is Chadwell? Oh yeah, what's it?
He is playing.
Ayler. No,
he is
Holton. He is playing. Oh well, who knows?
Yeah.
So what's your hate index in the Sun Belt? Like, obviously, Southern is trash down south is number 1 on the hate index. What's your hate index for the other teams? And this goes for all sports.
Who's you?
Probably. Although I think you will think I'll say Coastal number 2. It's probably gonna be Lafayette.
Is the
I don't just like overall or like football? Because
no,
overall basketball.
No. You earn your reputation in either sport for all sports.
But I'm saying overall, like, you know, this is the beauty pageant or the ugly pageant. Which ones do you hate the most across all, both bikini and intelligence? Which one do you hate the most? I think that Lafayette is probably my number 2 most hated program in the athletics department.
TDS, I actively root against no matter what. Like literally, I can't imagine a team that I'd root for them against. Like that's the team.
What about Liberty?
Oof. Yeah, I think I'm a TDS fan that day.
Wow.
Yeah,
that's huge.
No, Liberty can go somewhere. Holy shit! And as much money as they pump into it from all their, however they earn all their money, all the stupid shit they do to earn their money. I love to see them fail. I do. I love it. I love it. So yeah, TDS. I would root for them against Liberty. Liberty is my number 1. You can lose. But that's okay. I know that's not for everybody.
The only time I'd ever have a hard time figuring out who to root for or against would be if there was some reason that TDS played the Saints.
Well, you'll note I didn't have a difficult time answering that question.
Like, I don't know which one. I'm like, I would assume an NFL team would beat every college football team ever. So the assumption is that the Saints would win, and I would never want to give TDS that victory over an NFL team. So maybe that's why I would actually root.
Yeah, but Liberty TDS might actually happen. That's a game that's like considered. You would root for Liberty in that game.
Yeah, hands down.
Yeah,
1,000. Even with Chadwell as coach, 1,000% I'm rooting for Liberty in that game.
That makes sense. I get you. You don't have the same hangups I do. So
yeah, I don't hate God.
It has nothing to do with God.
Whoa, this got really weird.
Nothing. I think I've told you the only email I've ever sent the president of Georgia State was about keeping Liberty out of the Sun Belt or out of a conference where Georgia State was in. I didn't give a shit about the Sun Belt.
I don't hate anything I don't believe in.
I don't hate them. I just don't like to see them doing things that they do.
All right. So who's your number 2 team in the Sun Belt that you would on your hate?
Yeah, I mean,
on your hate
I
index?
think all of us probably agree Lafayette, right?
Yeah.
And Tim, same way. All right.
Yeah, because Marlon's an asshole, and their football team can go fuck itself.
But there's probably more teams than Liberty that I would root for Lafayette against.
Wait, what?
So like for TDS, there's like one team I would root against. Right, I would root for them against. But like
what about
Lafayette, there's
BYU?
probably more than one team.
What about BYU?
Like if they were playing, let's say like a Notre Dame, I would probably be rooting for Lafayette. If they were
Notre
playing,
Dame. And I hate Notre Dame.
I mean I know we're on different levels on some of this stuff, right? If they were playing like Notre Dame or who's another team? Ohio State, Florida. You know, there's some teams that I already have a healthy dislike for that I would probably root for Lafayette ahead of.
I can't think of a team I would root.
TDS.
Yes.
Just
Lafayette
end of conversation.
TDS. You're rooting for Lafayette.
Nope, not rooting for anybody in that game.
Rooting for Lightning Storm.
You have to pick one.
Nope, cancel the game. 0-0.
Who do you got? Who do you got in the 3 slot, David? I have Coastal.
That I think that's where the question comes in. Like, who is that 3 slot? You think South Alabama?
Yeah, one of those.
Well, I think as of right now, it's probably Coastal.
JMU.
I think, and David, I think for you, Coastal is your number 2.
No,
I knew you'd say that. It's not at all.
It's just based on observations. I mean, like actions speak louder than words. You can say it all you want, but you have a lot more hate for Coastal.
I'm taking into all sports into account, and so that includes basketball, and that includes Bob Marlin, and therefore I think I'm very safe in saying that Lafayette is my my second most hated team in the Sun Belt Conference, and I'm very comfortable with
Coastal.
Yeah, Coastal. Yeah.
Sometimes people don't know themselves. You know, I feel like sometimes people have trouble examining, like having some self-examination, some introspection.
I think prior to what was it? Was it 2020? Prior to 2020, if you would have asked me, I probably would have said Monroe for no other reason than the fact that they're in the state of Louisiana, and I hate that state. But I think that Coastal has earned that right to be my 3rd most hated team in the conference.
So do you put Monroe
the fan base
4th?
No, as of right now, based on there is some recency bias going on here, but I'm probably going to put James Madison as my my 4th shot.
Wow.
Just because the fan base, I base off of fans. That's I get embarrassed when our fans act intolerable.
Stupid.
So yeah. So no, I would probably go Trash on South, Lafayette, Coastal, JMU right now are probably my top 4 on the hate index. I'm trying to think. I'm trying to forecast where I would go next.
I don't know.
South
fans are pretty cocky against us specifically.
That was a rivalry ready to happen back when we played them, like that 2nd season of football. And I mean, I'm prepared to hate them, but I don't know. They've never bothered me. Like I think I don't know what our record. I think we have the winning record against them. Maybe we don't. I think we do. But outside that one game, I just don't recall it being that bad. So yeah, who do you guys have in your 3 and 4 spot?
Coastal, then South, then Arkansas State.
I don't actually have a lot of hate for Coastal, so I don't know who's in my 3. Who knows?
But Coastal fans shat in your bathroom.
Multiple fans.
That's true. You know what? Every time you remind me of that,
fuck
those guys.
I'm surprised I have to remind you of that. I feel like you remind me of that every time that the name comes up.
Their fucking mascot shat in my bathroom.
Really?
Yeah, he was. Well, we weren't supposed to say that, I don't think, but it's probably years later now, so who cares?
The mascot was there.
He wasn't supposed to be, but yes.
Wow.
Oh, ECU scored. We already said that. 45-21. Never mind. We already got that. I'm drunk. So
yeah. So on the regular podcast, David. But yes.
Oh shit. We do get listens and views to Last Call. So outside of the Patreon. So just FYI.
How do you feel about Arkansas State? Because they were kind of douchey towards us for a while. Now they're not that good anymore, so it doesn't really matter. But
they've quieted down.
They've quieted down a lot.
They don't bother me too much. Like I wish that like that shootout game we had, and what was it? Was it last year, 2 years ago? With that 50-something to 50-something game. If we would have come out of that game ahead, I'd probably feel a little bit, less towards them, but I don't feel that bad towards them. Really, after you get to the top 4, I'm struggling to find out who would be my number 5.
That's the teams you want to start liking.
I don't think very highly of very many programs. So,
I mean, maybe Troy, just for no other reason than they're close, and I want to.
Troy
exactly.
State. Yeah.
Troy State. I mean, that would be my next. But I guess App State is probably in the middle somewhere, but I can't really hate them out of the respect I have for them.
I don't have hate. I have like a healthy respect for that program.
Like, they're arrogant, but they earned it.
If you change from heat index to just want to beat index, I mean, Trash Down South and Lafayette probably still 1 and 2. App State probably takes the 3rd spot after those two.
I mean, I want to beat them real bad.
But I don't know. Where's JMU? Don't you want to beat them?
Yeah, David does not like JMU.
I know. Honestly, going into this past, if we're talking about football alone, going into this past football season, I probably would have put JMU ahead of Appy, just because, well, we've not beaten Appy yet. Let me go ahead and just get one other loss before I beat James Madison. So this would have been a really good conversation for the podcast.
I know. We gotta save some of these Q&A things. They're really good.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't think about it until while we were talking about it, but yeah, I do want to get together with you guys if we can sit down for like a couple hours at a bar in like the next week or two and talk about like our strategy for the next year of the podcast and like things we want to do. And yeah, he's gone. So but during the off season and everything, just like what kind of stuff we want to prepare for. I feel like we're about to enter an off season where it's gonna be very, very light conversation. There's
no more COVID. There's no nothing. We're not getting really wasted every night. No. It's gonna be light.
Yeah. Unless all of a sudden baseball. Yeah.
No driving to it though. All Uber only.
Yeah, I'm fine with that. Ryan, get together in the next couple of weeks and kind of do a strategy plan for the podcast for the year.
Yes. Well, for the not even just the podcast, but what state of Atlanta wants to be. Everything. Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah. Of course. Yeah, all that kind of stuff.
Because I got all these ideas that pop up and bounce around and all that stuff, and it's all not podcast related, but fan club stuff.
Let's do it.
Yeah. Cool.
All right.
Sorry, I ran off. I was quiet. I don't know if they made fun of me for it, but I had to pee so bad.
It happens. You have a small bladder.
we all pee.
What?
Pee.
Everybody pees. Everybody pees. All right. You gonna go ahead and kill last call and we can chat
I think
more?
That sounds like a great idea. I need to go to sleep. I have a flight at 7 a.m. tomorrow.
I hope it's not Southwest.
It's Delta. Only 10 o'clock.
You're fine.
10.
My flight is at 7. I gotta be at Hartsfield.
You're gonna have all the Southwest people all around.
The best way to do that is to drink straight through it. That's what I did when I was in Dublin, going to Edinburgh, and it was awesome.
You should go find a bar right now and just be there instead.
The secret, by the way, the secret to drinking in the Hartsfield International Airport is the IHOP serves beer longer than any other place. The IHOP right there by security, it serves beer. Didn't know if you knew that. I didn't. No. I did not know that. And it serves beer longer than like the TGI Fridays does or anything else. It serves beer longer than anybody. So that's your.
That is a fun fact. Your
fun fact of the night. Also, I'm thinking about going for speed dating at its finest for the episode title.
I like it.
All right, do it.
Eggs and beer for your airport trip.
Eggs and kegs, man. Come on, get the alliteration there. Eggs and kegs.
Yeah.
Whatever, man. Wow. I don't know what I'm gonna do. Yeah. I mean, you do shots when you gotta fly, right?
You flying to DC? Is that where you're flying? DC?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's not a flight. It's a short flight.
Yeah, it's a little under 2 hours.
Yeah.
It's further than you think.
I flew to Dayton, and that was like an hour and a half. And I was able to pound. a couple of whiskey drinks. It was awesome.
Yeah, it's a little further than people think, but you know, what I was surprised to find is that Delta now, unless you pay them extra money, you cannot pick your seat anymore. Which like
True.
not that long ago you could, but now they got me in a fucking middle seat.
They invented a
because
fare
I
class.
refuse to pay them like $29 for the right to move myself over one seat left.
Well, if
Welcome
you
to
get
basic economy, Ryan.
It's dumb. It didn't ever used to do that.
well,
It's a discount.
Get the Delta Amex SkyMiles card, and you'll get gold status in no time, and you'll get upgraded
David.
to first class, like I did on my way back from Dayton, Ohio, and I had 4 bourbon drinks on the way back in that hour
Well,
and a half flight.
I paid $40 for this whole flight, so I'm not.
No.
You know,
I
my
paid-
rewards are all right.
I paid 0 for mine. Mine was on the points I got for my Delta SkyMiles MX card. So
Maybe I should look into it since I like flying Delta so bad.
You should.
everything I saw was the Delta Amex is the best like rewards to dollar spent kind of card out there. So
I look at
you're gonna
I go to
fly.
NerdWallet every now and again and do that. And when I looked it up last year, it was Chase Sapphire, which I have. So
yeah, that's good. First bag flies free. So
It's true.
first what?
First bag free.
your bag
Yeah.
flies
But
free.
I don't ever check a bag anyway. I
But
check
you
the bag
could.
at the
That's what I'm
gate.
saying.
I carry it there so that I can check
You're
it at
like,
the gate
"Here,
because they
take
always
this."
do it. And I'm just like,
Yeah.
fuck it. Like I'll carry it for what is it, $35 to check your bag anyway?
Yeah.
I'm like, it's worth $35
Yeah.
for me to get to take my bag through security and walk it over there to check it at the gate instead.
They also pay your TSA fee. They pay that.
I don't have a TSA fee. What's a TSA fee?
Pre-check, right?
Pre-check.
Or
TSA
oh.
pre-check.
Oh, okay. I should look
Or
into it.
global. They pay
Global
global.
Because the thing
too.
is I'm actually pretty terrified of flying anyone else at this point because it feels like Delta is the only like good, airline at this point. But they're even degrading
Oh, wow.
to the point where I can't even pick my own
We'll-
fucking seat.
WSB is gonna be asking for this audio video clip tomorrow when this
I
plane
know.
crashes. This is the only good airline. Unfortunately, Ryan has the one image that has the State of Atlanta logo on it. And like, what is that S Mike A thing on there? Smika.
Smika.
People do ask when I wear the SOA like
What does that mean?
Yeah, but it's good because it sparks conversation. It sparked a number of conversations at Georgia State stuff. They're like, so I have to ask, what's the SA? And I'm like,
it's a really
SOA.
tall O. Narrow.
Yeah.
It's cool. No, but we need cards.
I know. I've been looking into it. I'm looking into getting cards. I'm trying to figure out what I want on the cards and everything. But yeah, I've been looking.
It'll be
into
part
it.
of part of this discussion that we're gonna have in the next couple weeks, right?
Yes.
Agreed. All right, we'll go ahead and cancel off so Ryan can go get his
Sleep.
beauty rest because he's gonna need it to be in the District of Columbia this week. So, all right,
Need all the rest you can get.
thanks for listening. We will talk to you guys next week. I will see you at basketball games on Thursday and Saturday. I don't know what
See you
these
on
guys
Thursday.
suck.
I haven't seen
Thursday.
anybody on Saturday.
My daughter's sixth birthday on Thursday. So if I let her live that long, say goodbye, everybody.
Goodbye, everybody. I was gonna swallow that, but then you made me almost do a spit take. Goodbye, everybody.